Let's dive right into this explainer because we are unpacking a truly heartbreaking reality that's facing so many homes today. We're going to take a really close look at what is often considered the biggest lie destroying families, and we'll draw directly from some incredible insights about the emotional heart of the modern family.
So have you ever noticed how families today can live under the exact same roof, but honestly feel like complete strangers? I mean, we sit at the same dinner table without saying a word, or we share a living room while everyone is just glued to a different screen. We throw these parties, celebrate birthdays with expensive cakes, take beautiful photos, yet we completely struggle to have even a single meaningful conversation with the people in our own home. The biggest problem facing families today isn't poverty, and it isn't a lack of education. It's emotional distance. We are getting physically closer, but emotionally, we are so much farther apart.
Section 1. The Modern Family Illusion.
Society feeds us this massive lie, right? It tells us that a successful family is measured by material wealth. We're told we need to chase the beautiful house, the expensive cars, the super comfortable lifestyle. But reality tells a totally different story. A true family is actually measured by love, trust, and respect. You just can't measure a family by the size of its home.
Think about this for a second. A mansion filled with anger is actually poorer than a small home filled with kindness. It's so true. Kids literally do not remember the price tag on the living room furniture. What they do remember is whether they felt safe, whether they felt heard, and whether they felt genuinely loved in that space.
Section 2. The Missing Education and Why Love is Not Enough.
We spend years of our life learning how to build careers. We study math, science, technology, but we spend almost zero time learning the vital stuff, things like patience, forgiveness, and emotional responsibility. And because we ignore those traits, we see it all the time. People become incredibly successful in their careers, but they completely fail at being a successful husband, wife, parent, or child. We just aren't taught how to actually build a healthy family.
And that leads to a critical mistake: believing that love alone is enough. It's a super common trap. Now, love is absolutely essential, obviously, but without honesty, respect, and responsibility, that love slowly disappears. It just can't survive on its own.
Every strong family is built on daily actions, not occasional words. Think about it. Saying "I love you" every once in a while means absolutely nothing if your daily actions are just packed with criticism, disrespect, or neglect. Love grows through kindness, truly listening, and understanding. It's those small, everyday choices that actually build a strong family.
Section 3. The Trap of Comparison. Comparison is something that infects absolutely everyone. Parents compare their kids to other kids. Spouses compare each other. And kids are constantly comparing their own families to the perfect highlight reels they see on social media. But here's the thing we have to remember. Social media only ever shows the highlights. It never shows the messy reality of a family's everyday struggles. And getting caught in that comparison trap, it just actively destroys any gratitude for what we already have.
Make no mistake, every single family has problems. Every single one. But the difference is this: the happiest families don't have zero problems. Their happiness comes from unity. They figure out a solution together instead of just pointing fingers and blaming each other when things get tough.
Section 4. Listening and mutual respect. So, this brings us to communication, which is exactly where so many families are silently breaking apart. A lot of arguments happen simply because we just stop listening. Sometimes, your family doesn't need your quick fixes or your advice. They desperately just need your patient attention. Truly, patiently listening can solve problems that shouting absolutely never will. People just want you to be present.
And respect? Well, that has to be a two-way street. Children often demand respect, but forget to give it to their parents. And parents expect it from their kids, but then completely dismiss their children's emotions. It's literally impossible to build a peaceful home if only one person's voice matters. Every single family member deserves to be heard with dignity.
Section 5. Time, memory, and forgiveness.
When you really look at it, older parents and growing kids aren't dreaming about expensive toys or extravagant gifts. What they actually crave is time, your presence, real conversation. A child remembers the parent who got down on the floor to play with them and made them laugh. And aging parents, they simply wish their kids would just spend a little time talking to them. It's that focused presence that creates the kind of lasting memories money could never buy.
Now, because every family makes mistakes, because words are spoken in anger and expectations get broken, forgiveness is absolutely non-negotiable. But forgiveness doesn't mean pretending nothing happened. It means making the active choice to pursue healing instead of revenge.
That is how a family survives its inevitable mistakes and actually grows stronger after every challenge.
Section 6. Building your family's legacy.
Here's a huge takeaway. Our actions become their future habits. Children learn way more from what they see than from what they hear. If they grow up watching constant anger, they're going to think anger is normal. But if they watch respect, they learn respect. If they watch kindness, they become kind. They soak up exactly what they see modeled for them every single day.
And for the kids out there, it's just as important to realize this really profound truth. Your parents are not perfect. They are human beings. They make mistakes, they carry stress, and they're fighting battles you might not know anything about. Remember, they were learning about life at the exact same time they were raising you. When you really understand that, it opens the door to so much more compassion and appreciation.
Like we said, no family is perfect. But the strongest families deliberately make these 4 vital choices. They choose unity over ego, conversation over silence, forgiveness over pride, and love over selfishness. They flat out refuse to let an argument destroy their relationship.
Before we wrap up this explainer, I want you to ask yourself one final question. If today were the last day you could spend with your family, would your final memories be filled with love and respect, or with words you wish you had never spoken? Life is completely unpredictable, guys. Don't postpone kindness, because time never waits. Sharing this message today with someone you love might just spark the exact conversation needed to heal years of distance. Start building that legacy of love and respect today.